the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Mpanifoɔ sɛ aba a yɛde bɔ tati no saa aba no na yɛde ɛbɛbɔ ba na ɛsa a NDC amanyɔkuo no etwa to wɔ no daakye bi no sɛnea mpanifoɔ kaa sɛ otoboɔ ne kɔbɔ ban a ɛyɛ a na ɛsan ɛbɛbɔ wapampam ɛkame yɛ sɛ MPP amanyɔkuo ne mpanifoɔ ne nyinaa ɛkame yɛ sɛ led by Japa National Security etimi ready one house one after the other, and this one footage is never beto abontin no omukọ ekra ne ato gate no mo won ebu gate no ani ana enye asem kotoa na ani enyan pa ana enye asem kotoa na Paul etimi the CCTV footages no etimi aba abontin na busuafo eye very sad say up to now nyina your president a ɔte akonnwa so a ontimi ɛmɔ ho wa mposɛ sɛ obi ɛyɛ mfomso a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ no in the right way eni kwa sɛ mokɔkɔ ready ne fie. Bank of Ghana deɛ akɔ so, former finance minister deɛ akɔ so, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia AD camp a ɔyɛ senior police officer na ɔdeɛ yɛnkɔ footage no wabra na Paul Adom ɔkyerɛ mabusuafo na ɛnyɛ asɛm kotoa.
Muhammad Bawumia, Doc, good evening, and how are you doing? We are sorry about the raid on your ADC's house. Well, so the breaking story is that yesterday, national security officials raided the home, not of Dr. Bawumia, but of Dr. Bawumia's ADC. You know, ADC is a French term that means aide de camp. High-profile officials like President and Vice President, the Inspector General of Police, and the Chief of Defense Staff, they have is a military. The military officer is a police officer. Usually for the President and Vice President, the police officer for the Vice President, and a military officer for the President. They have these senior military officers who follow them. They call them aide de camp. So Dr. Bawumia, as Vice President, has an ADC. The Vice President today, Professor Jenano Poko Ajiman, has an ADC. Now, this is Dr. Bawumia's ADC. I think the last time we saw him probably in public would be the sessional address of the President Akufo-Addo. Now, in that video, you see this is Muhammad Bawumia. This is Alban Bagmin to his right. You will see there he is, a police officer. He'll come again. The Lord Chief Justice, other people. This is as Dr. Bawumia arrived in Parliament for the sessional address with his wife, Second Lady Samira. Now, the ADC is the one, yeah, there he is. This is the ADC of Dr. Bawumia performing his official functions during the last sessional address. Now, this man, his home has been raided. He is a sitting police officer, a serving police officer, is an ASP. His home has been raided by national security on account of the fact that they were looking for something that they said or they thought or they believed that Dr. Bawumia had given him to hide. This is the story that we have to confront this morning in Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. The former Vice President's AD camp, his home was raided by national security people because they said they were looking for something that they said Dr. Bawumia gave him. They were looking for money or they were looking for something. So here's a video of how the raid occurred, captured by the CCTV in his home, in the home of Dr. Bawumia's ADC. I think that his family is completely traumatized. His crime is that he's ADC to Dr. Bawumia. So there you see the soldiers approaching his home. Very similar style to what we've seen in Keno Foriata and others. There you see them. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4 soldiers in front of his gates. The other one is going to call another one. You will see more soldiers approach. This is not very, very good. Now, this man here in the white smoke appears to be their leader. Now, he is not in military uniform, but there he's sort of giving the final instructions to them. And they have been told now, it appears from the video, to destroy the gate so that they can enter. This is the home of a serving police officer who now they are wearing their gloves ready for action, fully armed. They are holding guns. Everyone is holding guns. Somebody is filming. You can see the one in black trying to film. That's the one running around, just filming what is happening. And then they are breaking the door. They are trying to break the door. They are going into a police officer's home, which is, I guess, is a government place. The government know he lives there. Finally, they break in, and they're going to continue. Yes, so there they go. They go in a pair. The pair go in first. The other ones come in. Now everybody rushes in. They are raiding the home of a serving police officer, an ASP, who is Dr. Bawumia's AD camp. Now this is the one who was filming. I think that looks like a lady. Is it a lady? Okay, now Some instructions are being given. They are told to rush in, hurry up. They are going in very, very quickly. We don't know whether the white pickup parked there is part of. Now this guy comes in. He's holding a gun, a very long gun. He comes in. Oh, the sheep were worried. You see, look on the top of your TV. You see the sheep were worried, and they were all coming to look at it. Now this is what has happened. This is what has happened, viewers. This is what has happened. This is what has happened in the ADC of Dr. Bawumia's home. Now they said they were looking for money or something. So these are the photographs of what happened. So this is the door. Let me show them the door. Let's start one after the other. This is one of the rooms that was completely ransacked by the security authorities when they went there. They went to the policeman's house. I think he wasn't at home, and they entered, broke the door, and they ransacked completely. Let's see whether there are more photographs. Now this is a broken door. This door they completely smashed. I hope it wasn't broken by gunshots, but I don't know how it was broken. This is the door of the ADC to Dr. Bawumia's house. Yesterday, they raided completely his home. Absolutely. They said they are looking for money, or they are looking for something that he has hidden for the vice president, the former vice president. They are looking for something that he's keeping for the former vice president, something illegal, something contraband. They didn't find anything, but this is what they left in the wake of the attack, if you like, in the wake of the raid. We saw this happen before. We are aware, as we speak to you this morning, that a very senior government official, very high-profile government official, member of cabinet, has called Dr. Bawumia to apologize for this. We'll release that information later because we are trying to get the words with which he rendered the apology. This is unbecoming. This is dastardly. This is not constitutional. This is not human rights. This is not Ghana. Fourth Republican Ghana. This is not Ghana. So see what happened. Now, this is not a civilian who is running away. This is a serving police officer who works under the authority of the Inspector General of Police. Can you show me the next photograph, please? He works under the Inspector General of Police. That is his job. He is a serving police officer. The Inspector General of Police can call him at any time and say, look, ASP, come to my office. The security people need to search your house. Look at it. Look at what they did. They smashed the doors. They broke everything because he is Dr. Bawumia's ADC. Look at another room. They went into another room. I'm guessing this is his bedroom because I can see some police uniforms. And they opened up everything and tore it apart and just smashed everything, broke it away. They didn't find what they thought they were looking for. They went into his, I believe this is his, where he keeps his clothes. I don't know how they call it. They have a name for it. I've forgotten. Is it, they call it closet or something like that? Yes. Where he keeps his clothes. This looks like this is it. I mean, this is serious. Now, this is the most important part. So this appears to be the center of his CCTV camera. The CCTV camera that captured the thing. This appears to be the center. And this is how they left it. They tore it into pieces. I don't know why they always want to tamper with it. There's a photograph of their leader talking to one of the policemen. When we're looking at it, everyone was asking that, who is the leader? But it's very difficult to tell because, you know, his head is bowed. People said it's Richard Jakpa. I'm not sure whether this is Richard Jakpa. This figure looks taller and a little bit bigger. But he's similarly dressed. But this is the National Security Squad with military people who go into a serving policeman's office, a serving policeman's home. Show them the raid of the video again. As they arrive there, you know, they go to the policeman's home and they are raiding. This is a serving police officer. This is not somebody who can run away. He goes to work every day. He's an ASP. He works for Dr. Bawumia, but he reports to the IGP as his boss. In fact, the IGP is not his immediate boss. As an ASP, he may have a boss who is an ACP. You can always find him. You can always tell him that he should stay out of his house and be checked because this is a person who responds to Commander-in-Chief. He's not a civilian living in Pokwasi or living in Nungwa or something like that who can say that it's my private property. This man is not private. He's a police officer. And they wanted to raid his house because they said he's keeping money there for Dr. Bawumia and he's keeping something for Dr. Bawumia. And they're always looking for something sensational. They want to publish a story and say that raid in Dr. Bawumia's ADC's house saw 5,000 cedis or something like that. I mean, this is not right. This cannot be right. Can never be right anywhere. This is a democracy that has parliament. It has a judiciary. It has courts. It now even has special courts for gold board. If you steal gold, Nsem-Pii can take you to a special court. And they have created a special court or they're about to create it. So we can create so many things in this constitutional democracy just to safeguard the rights of Ghanaians. This is an election that has been won by the NDC. It's not a coup d'etat. It's not a 31st December coup d'etat. NDC didn't come to power by a dawn broadcast. They came to power by being elected. and have the electoral commissioner pronounce the verdict of the election. This is what has happened in Ghana. It's not a coup d'etat. It's not a kangaroo state. It's not a dastardly Gestapo state. What is this? What is this? Well. What shall we do about these things? What shall we do? This is what has happened in Ghana. So, viewers, I leave this photograph with you to look closely at the individuals and tell us if you know them. But the official story breaking now is that the ADC of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's home has been raided on account of the fact that he is ADC to the former vice president, and they alleged that perhaps the former vice president has stolen cash, money from Bank of Ghana, and he has kept it in his ADC's house because they think that people will not know. And so they are going to the ADC's house, and that's where Dr. Bawumia has kept the money. And they went to the ADC's house. There was no money there. They ransacked his house. I don't know whether he has family, it looks like there was nobody in the house. They broke the door. This ASP is a policeman. You can call him and say, hey, come here. Go take us to your house and we are going to catch you for the things you've stolen. They didn't do any of those. They went in this dastardly manner and raided the house. Reverend Nsem-Pii has joined me on the table now. Rev, so we all had the confusion about what happened at Joy FM. So said that you walked out. You put out a social media post. The host, very good friend of mine, Samson Ladi, the man we all respect, also put out a post. You were alleging that some text messages were read that were not from the system. What was it about?
No, I don't think Samson is a man that you should maintain that kind of respect for what he did.
No, I wasn't there. So
no, there
was
a willful, staged and planned attempt, to denigrate, to run derogatory, past prejudicial. Even right on the set, even before I joined in the first instance, Reverend Nsem-Pii must shut up or face jail. Does he have proof? He must shut up. Samson.
He used the word shut up?
Shut up or face jail. And
face jail?
Yes, face
for
jail.
What offense?
For what offense?
Defrauding by false pretenses.
Well, probably the one who brought the cocaine and all that. The bastard cocaine, the 150 million and 350 million. No, he said, I spoke up, I questioned. And why did I put it in the media? So, in the course of it, he kept on and on. I put it to you. You should be in jail or by now be in court, facing trial and getting bail, seeking bail and all that.
I'm surprised about that.
I asked him, so for what offense?
But you were a whistleblower.
For what offense?
Do whistleblowers go to jail?
I, as a ranking member of Defense and Interior Committee, exercising my oversight, I intercept credible intelligence.
I think that's what Samson is worried. How do you know it's credible?
But, with basis for which we have brought up these questions that what did the suspicious two flights? So investigate and tell us what it did. This is what you have brought. Very flimsy, unanswered story kind of thing. That's what Kwachu also brings. Gagging the national security from professionally conducting their investigations.
Okay, but Reverend, you can't blame Samson for the text message that people sent.
No, so let me say, I never walked out. Paul, I never walked out. And I must put it on record, I never walked out on the show.
Yeah, but the show started with you. When they came back, you were not on.
Before I got in the invitation, I was specifically invited for the first segment. Mm-hmm. They specifically invited me to come and talk about the press conference and the suspicious flights and the cocaine and the money laundering bastard matter. So they said, right after that, they have another panel. And that panel, I was going to be replaced by the respected, Vicky Bright. Mm-hmm. Was going to replace me, take my seat, to join my respected friend, lawyer Kofi Bento, and then Sami Nsem-Pii to continue the discussions. That was understanding, and that was the invitation for which I went.
Let's talk about the text messages. What was it about?
We held that segment, mm-hmm. and we ended it, and then we went on break. But before we were going on break, so that I'll take my leave, he read some very very diabolic, mischievous smear, messages about have a dozen of them, denying me the opportunity to even interject. So when we finished and he went on break, that we had ended my segment, whilst I was exiting from my segment, I asked him, where did you read all these things from? Because from what I said and on the platform, these are not the messages people sent. Because I know the people, and I took evidence of the kind of messages people send, and that's not what you read. So, oh, my producer sent it to me. And right around the studio, the producer was there. So you send those messages to, Samson to read, to smell. Did you see the other message? Oh, no. We didn't say he should do anything. I didn't send anything to him. We didn't even discuss this matter. I told him he should even cut it quickly so that we move on to the next segment. So I came back and said, but that is what is happening. So you deliberately read this?
Let's understand it. So Samson Ladi read some text messages as he normally does.
Yes.
You felt that those text messages were constituted a smear campaign against you.
It was.
You asked about it, and he said that the messages had been sent to him by his producer.
Yes.
You asked the producer and said he didn't send any message.
So he didn't send it
the
to
producer
him.
did not even want messages read because they were running out of time.
They ran out of time.
Did Samson hear the producer say that?
I don't know if he heard it, but I have a witness.
Did you tell Samson that this is what your producer is saying?
Oh, yes, I told Samson that this is what I know, that he didn't send it. So, no,
so the producer says he didn't send it. Where did Samson get it from?
So that was the question I asked him. See, so this whole thing is...
that is alleging, that's alleging something very serious.
That is unethical, unprofessional, biased.
Will the producer confirm your story?
And if I didn't know Samson well, I would have said other things. I would have said other things. That was unethical.
Yeah, but Reverend, hold it. Will the producer confirm what you are saying, that he didn't send any message?
If the producer denies, my witness who stood right there
is a witness somebody with you or somebody with Joy FM?
Somebody with Joy FM.
Then you are sure that this somebody with Joy FM will confirm this?
Unless they all want to deny and lie under oath.
You're sure you are speaking the truth?
I am sure. I'm a reverend minister. Before I put anything out, what would I gain from lying? So what it did...
But Samson responded to you on his Facebook page. In fact, I sent it to him on Saturday morning. I wasn't even in Accra. In fact, I told him I'm not in Accra, but so I missed the program. I sent it to him, and he said he was going to respond. And then I saw his response on Facebook. He posted something suggesting that what you are posting is not correct, something like that.
Wherever he got it from. But that is what his producer said, that they didn't say, he didn't send him, and he didn't say...
What did those messages say, for instance, that you're a liar?
Just all kinds of small things to divert attention of the public from the substance of discussion. Where are the answers to the two suspicious flights? When will the investigation be conducted openly? And what did
President Mahama say that investigations will be done?
But just when he said that, his own spokesperson said that on authority of the president, he can say on authority on Ekusi saying that the president didn't mean it, and the president investigation is unimportant to him. All that matters to him and they are interested in is making an example of me. So they are not interested in
that's what Felix Kwachu told.
Whatever, yes.
That's what he told
and
Obi.
it's on record, is in one circulation. On Ekusi saying
that but when President Mahama said this,
that
there will be investigation, that he didn't mean it.
And for Obi wanted to be sure, he said no. He paused and asked him again. He stressed it, yes. There's nothing in there. We're not interested. I'm telling you on authority. Whatever I say, on the authority of the president to say it. This one, it is just to make sure we make an example of him for you. So if you are downplaying, that is what we are waiting for. If it is assassination, if whatever it is, because I know what I have.
I'm not sure it's assassination.
Well, then we hope to see what example they want to make of me. Because as a member of parliament with credible facts, exercising my oversight, I am not one of those who recklessly put out falsehoods. And these were simple questions that shouldn't have shaken them. See the way they are shaking? What are they hiding? Because they could have simply allowed the security agencies to investigate and bring out their facts, and then we verify and all that openly. But no, they are shaking and resorting to smear personal attacks. You can attack me all you want. That is not a problem. You can call me all kinds of names and fabrications. I'm not the least perturbed. Let us get to the issues. We will follow the issues until...
Well, they say you are trying to be like the foreign minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, who did quite a lot of these things over the last 8 years of Akufo-Addo's administration.
No, Okudzeto is a very good friend. Is he a bishop? I want to be a bishop. He's an archbishop. He who desires the office of a bishop desires a good thing, noble thing. That is what I desire. That one day I may no longer be reverend. Paul, you invite me to your show, Bishop in Timfodio. That is my desire. How will he be my role model? And what does he do that I admire? And so, clearly, they cannot stand the exposition